Bank of Ghana has once again postponed regulating cryptocurrency in Ghana. Speaking at an IMF meeting in Washington, D.C., the governor of Bank of Ghana, Johnson Isiama, announced that December 2025 will be when Ghana would lay out the framework for regulating cryptocurrency. This would be the third date the governor of Bank of Ghana have announced this year. First, it was July 2025. Then it became September 2025. And now it's December 2025. Which begs the question, is Bank of Ghana serious about regulating cryptocurrency or about anything? Or Bank of Ghana isn't sure what to do about cryptocurrency? Both reasons could be true. But my name is Ernest Addison. I'm a Ghanaian writer who lives in the US. I wrote this book. And on this channel, I talk about Ghana's foreign policy and trade-related issues. I started a series. First part came out earlier today. I'll put a link over here. In the first part, I laid a framework about how cryptocurrency started rising in Ghana. On this second part, I'm going to lay the framework about the framework for regulating cryptocurrency in Ghana. So let's get right into it. So if you haven't seen the first video, I said 2018 was when cryptocurrency started rising in Ghana, and I laid the conditions for how that happened. This is my confirmation. In 2018, the first recorded notice by Bank of Ghana on cryptocurrency was made. Bank of Ghana declared that digital and virtual currency operations in Ghana is not licensed, so banks should not use or accept cryptocurrency. This was in 2018. And Bank of Ghana was relatively silent about cryptocurrency. I say relatively because they made some statements until 2022. 2022, the rise of cryptocurrency in Ghana blew up even crazier. And one indication was that the first Ghanaian crypto coin was announced. It was called Freedom Coin. It was by Jacob Caesar, aka Cheddar, who later ran for president. And Bank of Ghana again made a statement that cryptocurrencies are not licensed in Ghana. And so Freedom Coin is not licensed in Ghana. But it was in August 2024 that the first public outline of the virtual asset service provider framework was announced by Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana announced that they had a framework for how cryptocurrency would be regulated in Ghana. And so they had a bill on it, which they sent to Parliament. This is because I think it was somewhere in 2019 that we had the Payment and Service Act, the new one. This is important because we had an old Service Act, right? Payment Service Act, which regulated mobile money operations. But because mobile money kept rising and rising and rising in Ghana, Ghana by 2015 realized that we needed a new Payment Service Act. So we put out a new Payment Service Act, which was accepted into law in 2019. Right? It started in 2015, was accepted into law in 2019, which means that it's something which it wasn't specific to the NPP or NDC government. Both governments worked on it to release it. It is interesting because the conversation around cryptocurrency started in 2018. So it was before the Payment Service Act was released by Parliament or signed into law. And if my memory is correct, which it is, Bank of Ghana said we are going to find a way to put cryptocurrency under the Payment Service Act. They did not. So Bank of Ghana omitted regulating cryptocurrency under the Payment Service Act, or Parliament wasn't willing to accept it, whichever. Usually we don't know what happened behind the scenes, but cryptocurrency wasn't captured as one of our digital wallet systems in Ghana, right? So 2024 was when Bank of Ghana said, okay, now we have a framework for regulating crypto. They put it before Parliament, Virtual Asset Service Providers Act. And this is important because remember I said it took 4 years to put out the Payment Service Act or amend it. Bank of Ghana knows that Parliament moves slow, right? It's not a thing about Parliament in Ghana. In the US, as I'm speaking to you right now, the government is shut down and is almost like, I think 20 days, it's 15 days today or 16, when the government shutdown started in the US. Because legislation is a long process. Every single word you read in the law, they debated on it, right? So it's not a day's job. So Bank of Ghana knows that Parliament is going to take a long time to pass into law the bill they laid before Parliament. And yet they went ahead and told the public that they will have a law out by July 2025. It didn't happen. September didn't happen, and now they're telling us December. Are you serious? Do you want me to take you serious? It's like my issue with people in power in Ghana is that whenever they come to public and tell us it's in the pipeline or something is about to happen, it's okay, cool, because usually you don't know when it will happen. But when you start putting out dates and tell us that this date, this thing will happen, and it doesn't happen, you're a liar. You understand? I can't trust you. I can't take you serious as a human being. You understand? Not even as a leader, as a human being. It's hard for me to respect you if I can't take you serious. You understand? Good. And so, I don't know if I can take Bank of Ghana serious on cryptocurrency. And that hurts because Bank of Ghana is the only central bank we have in Ghana. But let's look into their framework. And again, remember I said laws move slow. This is even crazier because the Finance Committee in Ghana Parliament told Joy Business that cryptocurrency is non-agent until fiscal stabilization is achieved. Parliament says they don't think cryptocurrency is something they have to tackle immediately. So why does Bank of Ghana keep talking about it? But according to their framework, the Bank of Ghana is going to get together with the Security Exchange Commission, the Data Protection Commission, and the Ghana Revenue Authority to regulate cryptocurrency. This is because the way cryptocurrency operates, it requires various expertise, right? The SEC has expertise in securities, and cryptocurrency is a security or an asset in a way. Bank of Ghana have expertise in payment and exchange. Cryptocurrency is used for payment and exchange. The Data Protection Commission has expertise in data and internet-related stuff. Cryptocurrency is based virtually or digitally. The Cybersecurity Authority is also part of regulating cryptocurrency because a lot of time criminals also use cryptocurrency. And the GRA, because apparently cryptocurrency will be taxed. I think they said it will be 1% tax on the cryptocurrency in Ghana. So 5 huge bodies are going to be involved in regulating cryptocurrency according to the framework, which I find very, very interesting because the rise of cryptocurrency is a result of too much regulations. So Ghana's solution to something that is rising in Ghana because of too much regulations is regulating it so much. Personally, my philosophy is I don't think too much regulation is a good thing. There are people who are smarter than me who disagree with me. So I don't have a problem with that. I'm just pointing out the irony. So this is the most important thing I'm about to say right now. In 2023, Bank of Ghana put out the Financial Stability Review, and they said that Bank of Ghana has a staffing gap in forensic analysis, and blockchain monitoring. Even though Bank of Ghana has a fintech department which handles mobile money, online banking, and the rest, they are not sufficiently equipped to handle cryptocurrency because crypto requires some forensic analysis and blockchain monitoring. Blockchain is the technology on which cryptocurrency operates, right? And the way blockchain operates, it is virtually impossible to know who is behind a blockchain or where it is coming from and all that, right? That is why even I think he spoke anonymously to the press that Bank of Ghana can only regulate what we can see. Crypto is mostly outside our sight line. So there are heads of technology in Bank of Ghana who are saying that they do not have the capacity to regulate cryptocurrency. Yet, Bank of Ghana keep telling us that they want to regulate cryptocurrency. My final point on this I want to put out is, as part of the regulation, which hasn't come out yet, people who operate cryptocurrency in Ghana will be licensed. But 80% of cryptocurrency that goes through Ghana goes through foreign platforms. Binance, KuCoin, Trust, and the rest are the platforms Ghanaians use for whatever holding, trading, or even exchange of cryptocurrency happens, right? So when Bank of Ghana starts regulating cryptocurrency, they're going to regulate only 20% of the cryptocurrency because I don't think Bank of Ghana can regulate the companies that are from outside Ghana. I have my reasons for that. The number one reason is that Ghana has never been good at standing up to foreign companies. See what Vodafone did in Ghana and went away. You understand? So I don't think Bank of Ghana has the capacity to regulate 80% of cryptocurrency, but this will bring me to my third part, which I will record and put out 5 hours after uploading this. That is the fact that, does Bank of Ghana even have the constitutional right or the legal framework for regulating cryptocurrency? Do they have the power, the authority to regulate cryptocurrency? Of course, Parliament can give them the power, but Bank of Ghana is asking people to register now, even though they don't have the law out yet. What are they registering for? We will talk about that when I upload my next video. Tell me your thoughts. Do you think that the framework Bank of Ghana have laid is logical? Do you think that Bank of Ghana has the ability or the manpower to regulate cryptocurrency in Ghana? Let me know. All right, talk to you later.